Most people exhaust themselves trying to be seen. They want their opinions validated, their ambitions admired, their emotions understood, so they speak quickly, react instantly, defend constantly. They mistake volume for strength and visibility for importance. But the need to be heard is often the fear of being insignificant. The disciplined man does not fear being unseen. He fears being average, and mediocrity grows in noise. Silence, on the other hand, creates space. In that space, clarity develops. When you speak less, you observe more. You notice how often arguments collapse when you refuse to participate. You notice how quickly others reveal their character when you stop interrupting. You notice how your own anger weakens when you do not give it a voice. Emotion loses power when it is not performed. Anger demands expression. Ego demands recognition. Fear demands reassurance. But none of them deserve command over your behavior. The Stoic does not suppress emotion. He studies it. He feels it rise, recognizes its pull, and chooses his response carefully. That choice is power. Reaction is surrender. If a man cannot govern his tongue, he cannot govern his life. Words escalate situations that silence would dissolve. Words create commitments that emotion cannot sustain. Many conflicts survive only because someone felt the need to reply. Many regrets were born from sentences that never needed to exist. The loud pursue victory in conversation. The disciplined pursue victory in character. Energy is limited. Every argument drains it. Every explanation taxes it. Every defensive speech weakens focus. Imagine redirecting that energy inward toward skill, toward health, toward study, toward construction of something meaningful. Foundations are laid underground. A seed does not announce its growth. It expands quietly beneath the soil, strengthening roots before revealing branches. By the time it becomes visible, its strength is unquestionable. Strength built in silence is stable. You do not need to announce your intentions. Let others underestimate you. Let them assume inactivity when they see quiet. Noise attracts competition. Silence builds advantage. But external silence is only half the discipline. The greater challenge is internal silence. The mind constantly comments, compares, criticizes, and dramatizes. Not every thought deserves obedience. A thought is a suggestion, not an order. An emotion is a signal, not a ruler. When insulted, pause. When praised, pause. When provoked, pause. In that pause exists sovereignty. A man who cannot pause is owned by circumstance. A man who can pause owns himself. Ask yourself this: if no one applauded, would you still improve? If no one noticed, would you still train? If no one approved, would you still build? When the audience disappears, discipline reveals its authenticity. Silent power is not performance, it is repetition. It is showing up without announcement. It is continuing without validation. Progress is often invisible, but invisible does not mean insignificant. Mountains are shaped slowly. Character forms the same way, through repeated restraint and consistent effort. You cannot control how others behave. You can control how available you are to their chaos. Withdraw your participation in unnecessary conflict, not from fear, but from focus. Not every battle deserves your attention. Some deserve only your silence. Silence can be heavier than argument because it denies chaos its fuel. When you stop explaining yourself, you stop living defensively. When you stop living defensively, you begin living deliberately. Deliberate action produces deliberate outcomes. What most people call fate is often the result of undisciplined choices repeated over time. Small reactions compound. Small restraints compound as well. The difference between a reactive man and a disciplined one is not talent, nor luck, nor intelligence. It is control exercised consistently in moments that seem insignificant. The moment you choose not to respond in anger, the moment you choose to train instead of complain, the moment you choose silence instead of self-justification. These moments appear small, but they are architectural. They shape identity. Identity shapes behavior. Behavior shapes destiny. Understand this clearly. Your future is not built in dramatic breakthroughs. It is constructed in quiet decisions no one applauds. Eventually, results speak. Your composure speaks. Your restraint speaks. People will ask what changed. The answer will be simple. You stopped wasting energy. You stopped scattering focus into noise and ego. You gathered it. You directed it. You built quietly. Say less, observe more, react slower, build longer, and when action is required, let it be decisive and undeniable. Power does not shout, it prepares. And when the moment arrives, it moves once, and the world adjusts. If this message strengthens you, do not applaud it, apply it. And if you seek more discipline, subscribe.